position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Gators offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down. Firing deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. Guys, let's chat about Florida. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference.
Fires one high and deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get the ball for the first time. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Well, this running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looking pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Looking for room. It's Jordan. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Sooners line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense...
And they'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Just feeds the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ivy. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, the defense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. He wants it all. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Wants to keep it in the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Jordan. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. And
the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Shakes off the defender. Nice move to keep running.
Well, on 3rd down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the first. What do?
The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Laterals it back. Bringing the heat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Cooper. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option, the pitch. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Montgomery. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Montgomery. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. On the run, it's Warren. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Ivy. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the grab. It's Ivy. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Got it behind the line. It's Ivy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. And
turning it on! A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw again. With the catch, it's Cooper. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. On first down from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one. Somehow it's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Sweet cut there. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators are in the hurry up. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught behind the line. It's Montgomery. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's McFadden. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And man, what they can do on second down here. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Complete to the left. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He's got him this time. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the run, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider.
Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, and this one's over.
Oklahoma, 35, Florida, 3.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Got it In the middle, it's Ivy.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. And they were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And the Gators will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Offense in a bunch formation. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Cooper. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. All wideouts, no backs. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Carry-On. That's 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like...
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fitted in the window for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop him.
42.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Makes a move. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Florida! He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the back. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jordan. Oh, what a move. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Gonna run it. It's Warren. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Gators will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Washington. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Oh, they're after him. Complete in the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that wasn't an interception.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points, or you can go to try to put this nail in the coffin.
The inside handoff. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll leave it with him. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Back to throw, it's Humphreys. And his first pass is incomplete. The Gators will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Now on the option. Now the toss. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking, we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down on 3rd and short. How about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
That is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Wall. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Humphries. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Wall. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a...
Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end and coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Carry-On. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
Stop just Just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got his man on the right. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Now on first down from the 28. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ivy. Let's see what they've got on second down. Trying play action. Rushes on him. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Humphries. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And here comes the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Makes the catch at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They want that clock to run. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's the heat. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Great place to start for this offense. To throw, it's Humphries. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab. It's Hauser. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Absolutely center cut. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He fires to the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Finds his man. It's Cooper. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Sooners come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The offense changing the play. They'll go to the air on third and short. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the pro.